What it do, man? It's your boy Marquise Voss, and you are now tapped back in with the most valuable podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's feeling good to be back with another episode. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a good flow. I've been shooting a lot of episodes back to back. I've been working, locked in, doing my thing. So, you know what I'm saying? The guest that we got today, real special guest, man. You know what I'm saying? This woman right here, you know what I'm saying? She been doing her thing. We've been knowing each other for shoot 5 years or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. It's going on a pretty good time, man. And ever since one thing I can say though is when we first met, we had one of that instant chemistry type
Uh-huh.
thing. We actually met doing a photo shoot. So she be modeling, she be doing her thing. For the audio people that, listening, you can't see her, she be looking good and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I make her look good. And I just do what I need to do to help, help boost her, you know what I'm saying, and and all of them things. So, but yeah, man, aside from that, she a great mother, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to the great mothers out there, you know what I'm saying, holding it down, Wonder Woman. And man, she's just an amazing woman, you know what I'm saying, model, all of these things, man. So, without further ado, I want to introduce my good friend, you know what I'm saying, the queen, you know what I'm saying,
The
Domo.
queen.
You know what I'm
Hello.
saying? Come on now. What's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
The
Tell the people.
queen is back. Thank
Yeah,
you,
come on,
thank you,
man.
thank
Hey,
you,
let's go,
thank
let's
you,
go, let's
thank
go.
you.
Come on,
No,
man. And
but
she been on a hiatus, y'all, so she been hiding from
yes,
social media.
yes. So I'm coming off from under the rock, but it is I, Dominique. It is me that he speaketh of. Um, yeah, like it's been a journey with Keith. Like every
Mm-hmm.
time I leave and come back, he doing something different. But it's always like in the same realm, but it's like it's always like elevated. Like, and that's what I can appreciate about throughout our whole relationship. It's been like
Yeah,
growth. Like
yeah,
it's
facts.
always growth. Like
Right.
whether it's spiritual, emotional. Like he always give me like little gems. Like, and I'm an elder to Marquise,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I can always count on him for
Yeah,
some
giving some
diamonds
game.
to he
Yeah,
dropped some diamonds on me, so I can always appreciate that. Like one of the good ones, one of the good guys.
yeah, yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about his past because his past don't matter.
All
But
right.
every time it's just always
Okay.
better. Like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like it's refreshing, like
Yeah, yeah.
a genuine friendship that like we can tap
Mm-hmm.
in with each other. I can always look to him for the real,
Facts.
that male perspective, and then like
Mm-hmm.
even on my end, like I give him like that little bit of elder
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
have, that little bit more experience that I
Right,
have,
right, right.
and I can give him some game too. So it's always it's always an exchange,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
fair
yeah.
exchange is no robbery.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Come
I
on,
can
man.
appreciate that
Yep. So yeah, man.
always.
Yeah,
So
no,
thank
yep.
you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, man, that's why I appreciate you because, like I said, when we first met, man, I was so we originally met through my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
Yeah.
Richie Duvon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the brand. You know what I'm saying? The movement. That's my cousin been doing this thing with that, and it was through modeling, and I think we was doing a photo shoot.
Yes.
And at that time, I was a young whippersnapper, man. You know what I'm saying? I was a young
Exactly
dude.
that.
I was a young man, dude. It is funny too, cause I remember you thought I was older than what
I
I
did.
was.
I thought you was older than me.
That's crazy.
And not because of what you look like, but just how you carry yourself. Like
Right, right.
being a high level person is not an age.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
facts.
really like, okay, I can see you. Like it's
Yeah,
not just like your physical, like it's beyond the physical. Like I actually saw you like
right, right.
out the gate. And I
Yeah.
I wasn't so good of an energy. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say I didn't know my power in reading people, but
Mm,
immediately I knew. I'm like, this young guy, he knows some things.
yeah,
So it
yeah,
was
yeah.
like immediately, it was just like, like getting me together, like fixing my hair, like stand like this, do like this, and then like even deeper,
Hmm.
like those conversations that we had. So
Hmm.
yeah, definitely thought he was beyond his years.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
much
yeah, yeah,
wise
yeah, no,
beyond your
yeah,
years.
yeah. I
Yeah.
appreciate that, man, and that's been, that's a blessing and a testament. Shout out my parents too. Shout out my mama. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I just really attest that to them. You know what I'm saying? How I was raised and my granny and stuff like that. But also, the biggest thing, like which me and you always talk about, is my relationship with
With
God.
God,
You
yes.
know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, is like. When your spiritual maturity is years ahead of your physical age, people gonna think you older than what
Yeah.
you is because I'm so wise because I spend so much time with God, and it's like it's like a cheat code.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
God to give you answers to like life, answers of life. You know what I'm saying? It just
Wait,
give
I
you.
got a correction. You said God will give you the answer. He does give us the
Oh
answer.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah,
book
yeah.
is like the
Fact.
answer to everything. Like when
Yeah,
you go back to the book, it's like
yeah,
that's the good book. That's why
yeah.
it's called the
Facts.
good book.
Yeah,
Like
no, facts.
everything in there gets you to where you need to be. Like without all the extra roads and like all of that. So
Yeah.
shout out to God because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did a thing with you.
Yeah, yeah, God did. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, and that'd be the best feeling too, to where it was like that's another reason why I just love, kind of like how we was just talking about before off camera. Is like when you had kind of, even for you kind of still getting to know me and my life, and like
Yes.
you was like, wait, you do this full time, like you
Yeah,
know what I'm
every
saying?
time, every time it's like a new discovery, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like you
fact.
said, that's like with yourself. Like you find out things about yourself just as you do other people,
Yeah,
and through all of it, it's like you remain solid and like
right.
staying true to what it is that your
Yeah,
passion is, your purpose is. Yeah.
facts.
So I
Yeah,
think that that's dope. Like that speaks volumes.
yeah.
A lot of people don't have that.
Right,
So
right. Yeah, no, facts.
that's rare.
Yeah, and that's the one of the biggest blessings about it, to where that's why I just continuously just stay tapped in with my people and staying a good person and being a good man, and
Yes.
and that's another reason why I just, and, as you know, I'm a conversationalist, so that's why anybody that I'm in tune with, whether it be personally, professionally, one thing people know about me is that we gonna chop it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you some game. Cause I said it on one of my old podcasts. I'm a motivator by nature. Like I just can't help but like pour into
No,
people. Like, you know
literally.
what I'm saying?
But you know what? Honestly, so today, okay, so I told you I had therapy today.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know I don't be trying to therapy people, but it's
yeah. Shout
like,
out to the therapy
yeah,
people going to therapy, man.
my shout out to my therapist.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Like really that one.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I truthfully like I have I have to remember that I have to give myself grace
right.
when everything ain't going right. So like when you do, because we get off the path. Like
Yeah,
we
yeah,
stray away from God when we feel convicted.
right.
Instead of running back to Him, we run away from Him. So understanding that yes, there's a spirituality that governs everything, but in the natural realm, in the physical realm, we got to get the help that we need for the physical problems
Right,
that we
right.
have.
Yeah,
So for me, it was like, okay, I'm doing all the things like as a good person would, but it's like I'm not feeling fulfilled. And it was to speak to your point when you just
yeah,
said, naturally you a motivator.
yeah,
And for me, my problem was like I'm motivating because I want to see the result. And
yeah.
then when I don't see the result, I feel like I didn't do the job. And it's like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah. For the
ain't that.
reward of it.
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
reward of it. So it's like
yeah,
now we go back to the drawing board and like, okay, what's the why behind
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
motivation?
Right, right.
So it's like
Yeah,
it's a slippery slope, and I think that people that can stay the course,
yeah,
I'm gonna give y'all tens. Like I
yeah,
love
yeah,
that
yeah,
for y'all.
yeah, yeah.
But then it's those people that didn't have like the structure foundation of mom and dad, and
Yeah, yeah.
being in the church for the wrong reasons, just going because your mama said you had
Right,
to
right,
go. Like
right.
you wasn't
Facts.
really there.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
some people wasn't really there. We was just doing it to get it done, like a
Right,
checklist.
right.
So it's like it's a journey. Like
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
constant journey. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, facts. Yeah, man, and that's the the toughest part about this thing called life is like like you said, it's a continuous journey, but that's the reason why, and that's one of the things that I had to learn through my journey is that once you find God and discover God, we then have to, you got to surround yourself with other believers, other
Yes,
people to
like
hold you
minded.
accountable. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like they say, like-minded or like-spirited people,
Mm-hmm.
because that's how you keep yourself sharp. That's how you keep yourself motivated, uplifted, to where we done had a couple times when we didn't just chopped it up. And with our conversations, it'd be different because it'd be months in between when we chop it up or, link up
Years.
or something. But then it's like when we do, we be chopping it up for hours though. Like,
Like it was never a
yeah,
breaking service. But I
yeah,
feel like also another key piece too for me is that not just like minded people that
yeah,
have something that you don't.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
like
facts.
even though you're younger than me
Yeah.
physically,
Right, right, yeah.
because you have that foundation
Yeah, we on the
spiritually, you
same
ahead of
level.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Or
to
yeah, oh
me
yeah.
you ahead of me. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's things that I can get from you that I can't get from people that probably can
Mm.
put me in a position career
Yeah.
wise.
Oh
You
man.
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So
deep.
like I
Yeah.
said, that spirituality it governs over everything. So if you got some spirituality,
Yeah, yeah.
sauce for me,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like some type of like piece of information that I can use, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take that because knowledge don't have no age. It don't.
Yeah,
It
that's
really don't.
good. Yeah,
It
that's
really don't.
powerful.
It really
Hey
don't.
man, I gotta shout you out for that, because that take a lot of humility to even admit that. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because as we know nowadays, man, people make it seem like you can't receive knowledge or game or
Yep.
wisdom from somebody one that's younger than you, but particularly from a man, because
Yeah,
the
because we
culture
got
we
the
got.
woman, we got the man
Yeah.
and the woman war.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially within our black culture,
Yes.
we know it's
Whew.
all over the. It's they at
Yeah.
war right now, so it's like,
50-50.
yeah, yeah. So it's like everything is a versus. We live in a versus
Because
culture.
everybody wanted to be equal, but it's not going to be equal. How you may need me is not how I may need you. It
Yeah.
has to be fair.
Right, right.
And fair is giving me what I
Yeah.
need and you get what you need,
Right,
as
right.
long as we become whole.
Right,
So
right.
it's like some days you might be a 70% and I might
Yeah.
be a 30 for 3
Fact.
days.
Yeah.
And then I got to come and get you. I got to lift you up 80%. Or I got to come carry the weight 80% for a week. For 2 weeks, you lose your job. It just has to work. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everybody is looking for confirmation or validation from everybody out there when at the end of the night, it's me and you. You
Yeah,
know what I
fact.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yep.
and that's the part, and that's in any relationship to me. That's
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
just in a intimate relationship. I
Yeah,
think that's in,
platonic, yeah,
yeah, any
friendship,
type of
family,
relationship,
yeah.
kids,
Yeah, no,
mother,
yeah, that's
yes.
yeah, that's
I think
important.
it's important.
Yeah, no, that's some game right there, because it's like that's the thing, and I think that's another reason to the point of what you said. That's why me and you connect so well, like out the gate, or because it's like we naturally operate in that male female energy. So it's like because it was like, and it just so happens on even the scenario when we like that when we had got connected, it was like we had to kind of feel off each other energy because we
Yeah,
modeling. So it's
yeah.
like we have to like, but it would just so happen to where it was like instant to
It's
where it
the
was like, damn,
silence that's so loud though.
yeah, yeah,
And that's
facts.
the, like you said, we got to operate off each other's energy. We didn't know each
Yeah,
other.
right, right.
But it was
It
like,
literally,
it was literally like we knew each other.
yeah,
I'm telling you,
yeah,
like, y'all, I
fact.
promise y'all, so many people was like, I promise y'all, I cannot make this up. So many people was like, how long you been talking to him? Like,
Oh.
it was just so loud. It was just so loud because
Yeah,
because connections, like, they're literally, it's like a radiation off
yeah,
of it. It's like
facts.
it's like the aura was so loud,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it
yeah. That's that chemistry stuff, though.
it literally, energy is
Yeah,
literally like the most expensive currency.
yeah,
It
facts.
is.
Yeah, man,
It
and that's
is.
and that's to your point. Like you said, it'll on the outside looking in, you'd think we've been in a full blown
Bone
relationship,
relationship for five
but it's
years.
like
Like, yeah, this
we
my kid's stepdaddy.
yeah, it's like, but it's like, damn. Even when we like when you say when we not even thinking this stuff. We like you said, we don't even know each other. We
No.
just modeling. But it's like by the looks of the pictures, you'll look at it
You
like, what
like,
the
y'all
heck? You
know,
know what I'm
y'all,
saying?
yeah, like,
But it's
okay,
like,
y'all look good together.
yeah.
Like, oh
But
wait.
also too, like to your point of what you said, that energy and that spirituality in it, to where it's like we just connect and we mess with each other on like you said, from a non-verbal. It's like we don't even gotta say
Say
it, but we just
anything.
already
Yeah.
know we locked in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's why when we chop it up, we be like, we just
And
lock
I
in
think it's
instantly.
too us. I think it's also naturally you're a giver, I'm a giver.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
two
yeah.
givers come together and we're
Yeah,
both
yeah,
pouring.
facts.
Who
Yeah,
who empty at any
yeah,
point?
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and not saying that it'll never happen, but like
Right.
for the
Yeah, that's
most
good.
part,
Yeah,
if we're both pouring,
yeah, yeah. Pouring into
that
one another.
cup is
Yeah,
constantly being filled, like it's
yeah,
being
facts.
constantly filled. So
Yeah.
honestly, like they say, a giver and a taker, a negative and a positive, but
Right, right.
no,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's like if those, like if you meet somebody that's a giver in the
yeah,
same way that that you
yeah,
willing to
yeah,
put forth, like what?
yeah.
How can
Facts.
y'all lose?
Yeah, man, and that'd be the main thing to where it's like a lot of people don't even understand that. I think that's another reason why, like, in today's culture, we got like such a divide. You know what I'm saying, amongst men and women, is because everybody is trying to prove the other one wrong, type of thing.
Oh
To where
yes.
it's like a lot of times when we just operate in that natural, positive, loving, and caring energy from a male and female perspective, we have a lot more positive relationships, healthy friendships, because like you said, it's really about pouring into one another, to
Yes.
where it's like when we get out of this versus combative, you know what I'm saying, who better than the other one mindset, it's like we'll really be a lot more, unified and together, you know what I'm saying?
Community.
Yeah, yeah, like that's the definition of
Community,
it. Yeah.
literally, that's community. And I think
Yeah.
that if, like you said, if everybody pour into the bigger picture,
Yeah.
that picture would be beautiful.
Yeah.
You
Facts.
your one detail,
Yeah, yeah.
literally your one detail, my one
Yeah.
detail, all of y'all one detail
Yeah,
makes a
yeah.
beautiful picture. Like,
Yeah.
no, we're
Facts.
nothing when we standing. We
Yeah, yeah,
literally
yeah.
are a speck when we standing by ourselves.
Yeah,
But when
yeah.
we all come together, it's like
Yeah, it's like a star
it's
type.
it's
Yeah.
literally like it's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this
Facts.
is this is the community. Like this is the
Yeah.
black culture. But again, everybody looking to see how they can get the most with putting the least in.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
scared of the risk to fall through, but then
Yeah.
you'll go risk money when money is
Mm-hmm.
time.
Right, right. Yeah,
So it's
facts.
like it's contradictory.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, and
yeah.
it's like it don't even make sense. It's not consistent. So if it was consistently that all across the board y'all was, full of, the other word, then I would understand. But
Right,
because
right.
it's not consistent across the
Yeah,
board,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why that's where it throws me for a loop.
Hmm.
Like,
And that's another reason too on why it's so hard to like find good people because unfortunately the truth is it's rare. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? It's rare to find people that's really tapped in like we say. You know what I'm saying? Like to
solid.
yeah
Yeah.
to where because it's
Yep.
like and we I mean you didn't talk about that too. It's like as we've seen as we gotten older and just going through our life, your circle gets smaller to where it's like even for me, I'm such a social person. I got a lot of friends, a lot of family, but I'm naturally a minded
Yes.
person.
Yes.
I think that's another reason why we
Yeah.
kind of connect
Yeah.
subconsciously too,
Yeah.
because I think
But
we
that's
both the
because
same
it's
in that
so
way.
rare.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
Fact.
want to be like,
Yeah, it's like we
and
know how to do
it's
both.
we know how to do both, but
Yeah,
we
yeah,
stuck doing alone time so
yeah,
much
yeah, yeah,
because we can't find people that hold us accountable truly,
yeah, yeah,
because we're
yeah.
the ones holding them accountable, because everybody want to run from what it is they flaws are,
Right,
instead of
right,
running to fix them, running to that mirror and saying, okay, that was me, that could have
right,
been me.
right, right.
But when you sit down and you really like get to know yourself, you
Yeah,
aware of you aware of not only yourself, but you aware of what's around you, and you know
yeah,
where
yeah,
you need to go back, and like me and my fast, I know I need to
yeah,
go
yeah,
sit down and get back with
yeah,
Dominique real
yeah,
quick,
yeah.
like
Facts.
30
Yeah.
days real quick, like, if it's emergency I'll come,
Right,
but
right,
the time that I need to set aside for me, I
right.
owe that to me,
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
beautiful. Yeah, because and I feel like that's another one of the benefits of like spending like alone time, spending time and like
Yes, solitude.
singleness. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because people always get singleness associated with I'm not romantically involved with nobody. But it's like really, it's all about just being in tune with yourself as an
Yes.
individual, because that's one of the most powerful things that we can do. To where, to like we said, that's why when we connect, it's a common like respect. That's
Yes.
another thing I think it is too. We respect each other because it's like, dang, I already see like
It's
you be
huge.
like locked in on yourself, like I
Yeah.
be, to where it's like when you do that, you get to really learn yourself and get in tune with yourself. Like you said,
Yeah.
that's why I was shocked when you pulled up. I was like, I don't want you fasting, like what I'm saying,
Yeah,
but
it's a
but
real thing. Like, because I'm not like a lot of people like, oh, what you asking God for? Number
right,
one is
right,
none of your business,
right, right,
right? That's between me and God.
yeah,
But
yeah,
number two, I'm not doing it for God to do something for me. It's for me to do something in me that is
yeah,
already
yeah,
there. God already know
internal,
what He gonna do.
yeah, internal thing,
He
yeah,
Yeah, he already knows what's gonna happen. He already know how this gonna go. So I'm fasting for something that I need to see. I need
right, right,
clarity. I don't need to show God nothing. He know
right,
exactly who
right,
I am.
yep,
Good and bad. So
yep,
no, it's not for me to prove anything to him, because
right,
I don't have to prove anything to him.
right.
I'm trying to tap in to prove it to myself.
Right, right.
And it's like, I don't know if I understood the fasting. Like, at first I used to do it like, oh, I'm gonna sacrifice, and like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm literally teaching myself
Yeah.
how to be with myself
Right,
with
right.
the bare essentials,
Right,
like the
right.
minimal, no shopping, no, doing all of the extra diddly dally,
Hey Jalen,
like
turn the ISO down,
no
please.
intentional,
ISO, turn it down.
nothing that's not intentional, like all of that. Like you said,
Touch
they
screen, yep.
they think that it's like being intimate with somebody when you say singleness. No.
Right, right.
Cause I could be talking to 5 people and not sleep with none of them, and knowing I have no intentions with none of them, and that's just as bad as me committing to somebody
Mm-hmm.
and not being committed to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So I
right.
don't know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, and that's what it is, because it's like you've done that work with yourself as an individual. So it's like you already can identify how you need to
yes,
remove yourself or
yes,
reposition yourself,
reposition.
you
Ooh,
know,
that's good, Keith.
yeah, yeah, because it's like when you do that and you reposition yourself, you'll be able to identify like, man, I'm actually glad that I pivoted, or I'm glad that
Yep.
I moved, and that's the true definition of self awareness, is being able to take yourself out of a situation or even to step back, and be able to put yourself into, like I like to call it, into like a third person view, to where you looking
Yes.
on the outside looking in, because a lot of us we live life in a first person view when
Yeah.
we see through our
Cause we
eyes.
and we and we can't see everything.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
my best friend, she always say to me like, I wasn't looking at my blind spot. And a lot of people think obviously a car,
yeah,
but think
like
about the
yeah.
concept of the blind spot.
Yeah, stuff
And
that you
when
can't.
you're
Yeah,
in stuff, you
yeah,
can't see everything.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if
And you
you
in a
my
car. Yeah,
if you love me and you care about me and you
yeah.
respect me,
Right,
and you see me, Domo, back up once. What, back up. That
right,
car
right,
finna come. And
right,
I'm not
right.
talking about a
Yeah, yeah,
car.
yeah.
it's something finna happen.
Right, right.
Back up. You moving
Right,
too
right,
fast.
right.
Slow down. You know, whatever the scenario is. But I think
Right.
that's why it's important to have people that are like minded, but also
Right.
people that can see things that like minded people. Because most of the time, like minded people are seeing the same thing you see.
Yeah, yeah,
I need
facts.
somebody that's already made it past this level that can look back and
Mhm.
say, "Domo, come on."
Right, right.
And now I think that's so it was so difficult for me.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
taking a step back, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing hookah every weekend and
Right,
to
right.
my head about to explode and
Right,
you know
right.
like being here and everywhere. I'm
Right.
really becoming I'm becoming back exclusive.
Right, right. Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
I'm
good. That's
I'm you
powerful.
know like I'm becoming back. Damo, we ain't seen you out. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I'm selective on who I'm with, where I'm going, and what I'm doing when I'm out. So it's
Hmm.
like, and I always used to think like being spiritual or religious. I used to think it was like, oh, that's boring. You don't get to have no fun.
Yeah, oh
But the
man,
culture
yeah.
is like drink,
Right,
smoke, and
right.
then that's when the fun comes.
Yeah, yeah.
Every weekend I'm on Instagram, all I saw was everybody getting drunk. The Don Julio bottle, no shade, because everybody is in
Yeah.
a, everybody in their journeys where they at in their
Right,
journeys.
right.
That was to me.
Yeah.
I done had a few
Yeah,
slip
yeah, yeah,
ups.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I just
Fact.
slipped up. What, a
Yeah.
month ago? Not even a month ago. I just
Right, right.
slipped up. I had a Don Julio bottle on my head.
Right,
So it's
right.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
dang. When I look back at it, immediately when I came back to,
Yeah.
I immediately was like, oh no,
Yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
no, no. This is where I'm trying to
Facts.
grow from.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
gotta be aware. Like everybody else, my like-minded people, they like, no, we understand.
Right, right.
My soldier that had already made it past that level, she was like, I thought you weren't drinking. And it wasn't for me to feel like you judging me or none of that. It was simply she's holding me
Yeah,
accountable
sure. You
to
see the difference.
she exactly. So it's
Hmm.
like I don't know, like that
Yeah.
that culture is like that, and that's the devil. It's nothing but the enemy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's on us so heavy, especially now.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, because that's how you get caught in them cycles, to where
Man.
it's like you really don't. You got to get yourself into a position to where you can like be honest with yourself about like the benefits of it. So like you said, a lot of people get discouraged when it come to like becoming believers in God or seeking God and stuff like that. They think it's corny or they think it's too much pressure, unrealistic. But really, that's the one of the most beautiful things I had to learn about God is that He's a continuously forgiving God.
Correct.
But people take that and use it in the wrong way too, because you can get too comfort in grace and forgiveness in God, and then you be like, oh, He gonna forgive
He
me
gonna forgive
anyway.
me anyway, so I just
But
keep
when you
doing
a
it.
real believer, with what I've learned throughout my journey and my like my spirituality is like you supposed to feel conviction when you do
When you
wrong,
do wrong,
even though you
yes.
know that God is going to forgive you. But if you don't feel that conviction in your heart and in your mind and in your spirit, you'll never change. You're gonna keep messing up because you're gonna be like, oh man, they say God gonna forgive me anyway,
Yep,
so I
and
can
then
just keep
guess
going
what?
crazy. Yeah.
Them flames.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Facts. Yeah, then you
When
gonna
that
be.
day come and you go
Yeah,
down
yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta go
Them
downstairs and you can't
flames
pack
is
no
crazy. Yeah,
no spend the
no,
night
yeah,
bag to come
yeah, yeah,
upstairs where the
yeah,
air
yeah,
conditioning
yeah,
at then,
yeah. So it's gonna
baby.
be
It
one
gets
of
real.
because that's
Cause
the
that's
thing.
eternal.
And that's why he give us, and that's the reason why I had to learn too, like with God, is that's why he gives us like unlimited chances, because that's how much he loves us.
Yeah.
He has the
Facts.
most unlimited, unconditional love of all
Unconditional, unlimited,
time.
correct.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's the reason why when you really get in tune with him, and if you really do consider yourself a believer, you will have that automatic conviction within
Yes.
yourself, like, man, I gotta become a better person, and I really want to give my life to God and live for God, because he forgave me more times
Like, how did I
than I
deserve
deserve.
that? How did
Yeah.
I deserve that?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
so yeah,
Like
that's
that's good.
yeah, that's flames right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is.
yeah. Let's get back into it, man.
Okay.
So all right, so that with that being said, man, I always like to jump off the pods. We're doing a mental health check in. So, it's been like basically years or a year plus since we caught up.
Yeah.
So, what I'm saying? You said today was the day you just went to therapy and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You saying you've been in fasting. So tell me, Damo, what is your mental health rating on a scale 1 to 10? 10 being the highest and 0 or 1 being the lowest. Talk to me nice.
I am currently out of a 10, I think I'm like a 7.
Okay, okay, that's solid.
And the
That's solid.
reason why is because I'm climbing up the ladder. So I no longer like not even on no like oh, she's trying to be a motivational speaker. I am the motivation. I'm just playing. But
Yeah.
I am climbing up the ladder. Like I
Okay.
no longer I no longer relate to low vibration, low you like I don't
Yeah.
I'm not really connected to that no more.
Yeah.
So
To that
I'm
surface
not
level.
yeah, like
That
I'm
surface
not
level
yeah,
crap.
no, because everything is deep. So
Yeah.
I'm digging into my deepness
Right.
and I'm climbing up the ladder. So like
Right.
I'm
Right.
getting closer to 10.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
So
that. Yeah.
like yeah,
Yeah.
that's just what it is for
Ain't
me.
that ain't now that's down there a bar right there, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The deeper I go, the higher I get type
Yeah.
stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that is a bar.
Yeah, yeah, come on now.
I do
Look at her.
yeah. I
She
do
always
be in the
wanted to be a
studio
rapper.
sometimes.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
yeah.
But no, that's good, man. I like that though. It's like you've been really now that you've been cuz I remember too last time when we had chopped it up on the phone, you was, going through a lot of different stuff and you was just
Yes.
having a lot of spiritual discoveries, but one of the things you was just talking about is just like and I think that was around the time when you had kind of started where you at now. When you was, cause you was telling me like you was about to,
I
you
was
was a,
back in church.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
be back in church. You was
Yeah.
about to consider therapy and stuff. You was also kind of I don't know if you mind me saying this part, but you was
No.
kind of unraveling some stuff about, with the father, you know what I'm saying, and
Ooh.
stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and just like you started to kind of see and identify how that stuff affected you.
Yeah.
And I remember when we was on that call, that was another one of them two
That
hour
was a call where you was my therapist that day.
yeah, basically, and you got to
Yeah.
talking about your purpose and
Yeah.
the I ain't gonna say the name of the what's the name. Well, we ain't gonna put it out there, but it was called the Service Warrior joint when you was talking about the
I
name for you.
forgot about
Come on now, see that's that. Come on, I write stuff
How
down.
you
Come
remember
on
that?
now, you know.
You went back to your note to your phone and was
No,
like,
I
let
had
me
that in
think
my
about
mind.
this.
I've been ever since you said it. It stuck in
Wait,
my
that's
mind.
so I forgot all about
See,
that.
look, that's what I'm here for. You see what happened when I ain't around? Y'all see that, y'all? But
Wow.
it's
That is
like
a good man, Savannah. He remembered that.
yeah, yeah, that's
My
good. Yeah,
Shayla.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, like literally, I remember when you said that because you was
I
so
was just
like
in
in
it.
tune. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm saying? That's when
was.
you was around that time when you was
Wow.
getting in tune with yourself, and you was like, man, Keith, you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like I just gotta
He think
do
he
it,
me.
like.
Like, why you doing that?
Like you know what I'm saying, like I don't know, like it's just been coming to me and I just been
Hmm.
like, God been just pulling on my so like around that time I could tell you
That's
was really starting
crazy.
to get in tune. And even for me, I was looking at it like, I had one of them proud moments. I'm like, damn, that's cold. Like I could see
Yeah.
that you was really getting in tune
Yeah, that's
spiritually. I saw you was
crazy.
spiritually upgrading, as I like to call it. You know what I'm saying? So
I
yeah,
remember that day. I was
yeah,
in the
yeah,
kitchen, I was filling up the dishwasher. I
yeah.
remember that day
Oh,
vividly.
yeah, that's
Yes.
crazy.
And I think I was about to have company or something and I
Yeah,
had to get off
yeah,
the phone. But
yeah. That's cold.
it's so crazy cuz
God
that's what
did.
that yes, it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
crazy cuz that's what I battle with. Like
Mm.
knowing that that's my purpose and it fulfills me, but it also like I think I don't have enough to fill me back up,
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
that makes sense.
Mm.
It kind of sound crazy, but like I think that that's crazy that you remember that, Service Warriors. I remember that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
dope.
And you were
That's
saying
dope.
that was one of the things that was like a download in real time, I
Yes.
believe, because that's how much you had allowed the Holy Spirit to come into that moment, to
Yeah.
where, and also too, just back to what we said earlier, look at the type of discoveries that you had when you connecting with a
With certain people,
like-minded, with
yeah.
a like-spirited. You get
Yeah.
to you be like,
But
man,
we're not like spirited.
yeah, yeah,
You
or
keep
what?
saying that.
Oh yeah, you and see,
You are spiritually mature. I'm not there yet. So
but
that's
see,
what it was. It was
yep,
you have something in you that can pull
hmm
things out of people because
right,
of
yeah,
where
yeah, I
you
see what you're
are.
saying, yeah.
So like minded on the physical, yeah.
Yeah,
On
yeah,
the
yeah.
mental, yeah.
Yeah, I
But
see what you're saying. Yeah.
spiritually, that's like you said, I allowed
Yeah,
the Holy
yeah.
Spirit. The Holy Spirit. So you led
I
me
see what you're
to you
saying.
get
I
what I
see what you're
mean?
saying.
So
Yeah.
I get we probably saying
Yeah.
the same thing
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
essence, but like
Right, right. I see what you're saying. You saying it from and you saying it from more of a humble, more realistic, I guess, perspective.
yes.
And because you know you better, of course, than
Yeah, and
I will
I
know
would
you.
have anybody else I probably wouldn't have had that conversation
Yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Facts.
and I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have been going that. I'm not gonna say deep because I already said that, but
Right.
I probably wouldn't have went that like
Intense
I
with it.
wouldn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have came
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
strong.
You're
Like,
right,
cause
right, right.
it was. I remember I said that, and then
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised when I said it. Like, wait, that's
Yeah,
actually
it was like
dope.
you just like got. Yeah, it was like
And
that.
it was like a spiral, but
Yeah.
that's what certain people that's on certain levels for whatever it is, that we
Right,
talking
right.
about, when they're on certain levels that they've surpassed you in,
Yeah.
a lot of people think that's like a negative.
Yeah,
No, no,
yeah,
no,
facts,
no.
facts.
That's what you need. You
Yeah,
need that.
yeah,
Cause
facts.
they pulling you out instead of like they say meet people where they at.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
want to meet you where you at, cause you up there. So
Right, right.
I'm gonna meet you where you at. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
need you to
yeah.
come down here with me. I'm
Right,
gonna come
right.
up there with you.
Yeah, no,
So it's like
facts.
either you rise to the occasion or you sit down and let
Right.
the occasion go by.
Right,
Like
right.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. No, that's beautiful, man, and that's amazing, man.
He just
To
want me to keep giving him all these flowers and like he got all these flowers over here. Like please
yeah,
get it.
no, no.
He's a
This is
florist.
organic. You know what I'm saying? That's that chemistry stuff. To where I be
Yeah.
trying to pour into her, and then she be like, "No, you cold, though." It's like I'm trying to
That's the
pour into
thing
you. You know what I'm
because
saying?
that's why I said that's why
Yeah,
it goes
yeah,
back to that you're a natural giver, so you want to give everybody flowers, and then when people give you
yeah,
yours, you like no wait that's
yeah.
your like no just take
That's good.
yours,
I ain't gonna lie. That's good
just
within
take
itself. Yeah,
yours
yeah, yeah.
like
Facts. That's why I was like, when you keep saying it, I'm like,
because when
because
you
I'm saying
popping
it
it
organically. You
when you're
know?
popping it about yourself,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
ain't trying to pass them flowers back. You
Right, right,
telling
right.
you
Yeah.
reading off your accolades. So when
Right.
somebody
Yeah.
else giving them to you, humbly receive
Right. Yeah.
those.
That's why I be
Like
going
that's
back and
cool.
forth with like giving, because like you said, and I like how you broke that down to where it's like we're both natural givers. So it's like
That
I'm trying
cup,
to give to you, to where
yeah.
you like, nah, nigga, I'm telling
I'm
you, you
pouring you.
you're
I'm
like,
pouring
hold
you
on,
up.
you a 10.
You
I'm like
thirsty,
7, but
yeah.
you a 10 though.
You up
You,
there with
you
the
know what I'm
big
saying? So
dogs.
it's like, but I feel like that's a beautiful thing within itself to even just tap into that topic. Is like, not receiving your flowers though. Like that's I feel like a lot of people suffer from that. That also is tied to imposter syndrome. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying?
But and also poverty mindset because we feel
Yeah.
like because we've never had anything or because we not saying we never had anything. I'm gonna reword that. But because we're not used to much
Yeah, yeah. In
when we
life, yeah.
right when we're not used to that or our surroundings are not that, we try
Yeah.
to stay like everybody else. So
Yeah, yeah,
it that
yeah.
like-mindedness can go good or bad. You
Right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like, so if I'm used to being around people that all got hoopties and I come with a Camaro, I'm gonna try to like they gonna be like, oh Keith, I see you with the
Right,
Camaro. You're gonna
right,
be
right.
like, nah, this ain't nothing. When you
Right,
was at
right.
that car dealership, turn like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got a Camaro. Like,
Facts.
like this is a not just the car itself, but the work that you put in, the
Yeah,
long nights you stayed
exactly.
up,
You can
all
lower
the
that.
money you saved, all of those things, what you put into this. So it's not really just about the car. But when we get around people that are
Right.
not that have that mindset, we'll learn to just receive it.
Right, right.
Like
Facts. Yeah,
you
yeah.
just take it in. Like,
Yeah.
yep, that's for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, yeah,
They
no,
called
yeah.
my name because when you was
Yeah,
at them award ceremonies and they didn't call you for
yeah.
funniest kid in the class, you was mad.
Yeah, 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 facts.
So
You
it's
know what I'm
like now while
saying?
we grown and we getting
Yeah.
it and you don't want to take it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
take it. It's
Yeah, man.
yours.
Yeah, and that'd be another thing too, to where it's like I feel like that's a part of that growth, you know what I'm saying? Just that growth in life and just, acceptance. I feel like that's the definition of acceptance is accepting. Is accepting I'm really like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you accept that you really one of those, it's like you start to live a lot more free and a lot more confidently, with cuz I used to be one of them people too, like believe it or not, I used to tell people like I used to suffer from insecurities and lack of confidence, when I was growing up, like middle school, high school and stuff like that. But people see me now, they be like, well, since I've been an adult,
Yeah.
they be like, man, I can't even see that because I'm naturally a confident person, but at the same time, I kind of got like my shy side
Yeah.
and like my insecure side. But over the last, couple years, I just really been just getting colder at it, to where it's like also because I used to compare myself. You know what I'm saying? I know we suffer from that a lot too. You know what I'm saying? It's
Thief
like,
of joy.
yeah, to
Yeah.
where we try to compare ourselves to other people and be like, man, if I ain't like that, I ain't really cold for real. But it was like once I started to really learn, my own, I call them superpowers. Once I
Yeah.
learned what my superpower was, as me and the kind of superhero I am, I'm like, man, I'm cold as I am. I'm not on. I thank God I'm not like nobody. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that's good.
Yeah.
That's so good cuz a lot of people suffer from that because of childhood trauma. And
Yeah.
that's where it come from.
Yeah.
Whatever is not pouring into us is taken away from us. Anything that's stagnant or null, it does nothing for us. So if you're not moving forward, you sitting still is just like moving backwards, right?
Yep.
So for me it's like I like in therapy today, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I love my therapist down. I'm paying a pretty penny for therapy, and
Yeah.
every chance I get, I'm gonna drop some therapy on y'all
Shout
because,
out to her therapist.
yes, every time. So I realized that when I'm offended by things that my adult mind knows that I'm not offended by, I automatically know that this is a kid in me. This is little Dominique.
Your
This is
inner
the little,
child.
this is my inner child really, trying to break out of a shell. And I'm expressing it as an adult, but I know in my adult mind, I can't expect them to do nothing for me. But as a kid, you don't know how to differentiate that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have that emotional maturity to understand those things.
Yeah, yeah.
So I realized that when we have insecurities, when we have things like lack of confidence and all those things,
Yeah.
if we didn't get that poured into us when we're adults, we trying to double time that.
Yeah, yeah.
We doing it like we
Yeah,
doubling
yeah.
down on whatever we didn't have. And it just don't work that way.
Overcompensating.
Overcompensating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it don't work that way.
Right, right,
Because
right.
it's like when you stealing, you try so hard not to show that you stealing.
Yeah,
I used
yeah.
to steal. Oh, I used to steal so good.
I used to steal so
Oh, I
good
used
as
to
a.
steal so good. I
Oh,
did. I did.
oh, that's
And
crazy.
and the and the person that told me, you wouldn't even believe me. You would be like, never. But
Yeah,
honestly, it's like stealing. It's
yeah,
really
yeah,
like stealing because you're
yeah.
literally trying so hard to either conceal something or overly show something, and it don't look right either way because it's not
Yeah.
natural.
Right. Yeah, that's good, man. And that's the yeah, that could be a scary thing to do, because that's how you get lost. You kind of lose yourself in that type of, those type of
That right
scenarios,
there.
to where it's like, because that stuff can become addictive within itself, to where you kind of get programmed and you kind of get used to them things. You kind of get used to selling yourself short or try to overcompensate for the wrong things and not really fixing the problem.
What the
A
true
lot of
problem
people we
is,
we
yeah.
run from the root of it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like they say, a lot of people really try to put band-aids on stuff that actually needs surgery.
That needs
You
surgery.
know what I'm
Yep.
saying? To where it's like a lot of times it be a lot of hidden trauma, a lot of hidden abuse, you know what I'm saying? A lot of hidden failures and pain that we got, and we be like, man, I'm finna just give me a little temporary couple months, a little band-aid to put on this. Give me a little, give me a little,
Yep. And then as soon as
sneaky
that
link
little
or something.
say something that trigger you, then it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay.
yep. And then it's like now you wondering why you back in that cycle and you back relapsing, because you never loved yourself enough to go to the actual hospital to actually get surgery
Yep.
to fix,
Yep.
properly fix that problem that was wrong with you, whether you have a heart problem, whether you have a mental health
Yep.
problem, or whether you have a spiritual problem. And then a lot of these people just kind of latch on to these, vices and stuff like that.
That's exactly what it is. That was
Yeah,
good because that's latching on to vices is definitely the thing. And when you said the comparison thing, I
yeah.
used to tell myself like, I don't care about what people do on the internet and da 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 da. And every time I had downtime, what I'm
Yeah.
doing, going to go watch what they doing.
Yeah, yep, on social media.
And I'm like,
Subconsciously.
subconsciously,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
my adult mind is telling
Yeah,
me I don't care. That's what they do.
yeah.
But I'm literally,
Yeah.
little Dominique is trying to find something that makes her
Mm,
feel whatever it is that she's looking to feel.
mm.
And I'm scrolling endlessly. Like, oh, she got this. Her man gave her that. So now when I go to my man, I'm like, what we doing?
Yeah, that's
Why you
crazy.
not on social media posting me and telling the world that you love me and that you want me to have your kids even though you can't have kids? Why you not doing that?
Right, right. Even though
Even
you
though
can't
it's
have
not it,
kids, it's
then you
crazy.
start chasing things you don't even really
Yeah,
want.
yeah. Facts.
Like it's literally like a snowball. Like
Yeah.
you're existing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
And then we taking pictures and then we doing videos and it looks good. Like it just look good. And I said,
Yeah.
I've mastered looking good.
Yeah.
I've mastered that. I can do that.
Yeah, no, yeah. Hey, shout out my big brother Real, man. He, that was one of the coldest lines he ever said. He was like, I make the struggle look good.
No, seriously. And the thing is that I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
I
Trying
want
to
to make
make it look
success
good when
look
it's really
good
messed
when
it
it's
up.
not supposed to look good. It's not supposed
It's
to
really
happen.
messed up, but I make it look great.
And
Yeah.
it's not supposed to happen. But I do understand the whole struggle builds character. Okay, now when your character when do you when
To
do,
a
when
certain
do,
extent.
when does the
Yeah.
character come in?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because right
Facts.
now you're characters. I don't know
Yeah.
your character.
Hey,
Like
that's good. That's good. I
let's
like
be
that.
real here.
I like that. Yeah,
Is
that's
is
good.
is that is that what you going for? Like I don't know.
Right,
I
right.
don't be knowing. I don't know
Yeah.
when do the struggle stop, and then we see what the character is, because
Yeah. I like
we
that.
attributed everything to what we've been through.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. And the reason why that's so good is because like you said, a lot of people get stuck in these characters,
Mm-hmm.
being multiple people.
who you
Excuse me.
around. You over
Yeah.
here with them people and you big bake cake, and then when you over there with them, you sad and you going through mental health, and it's like we don't know who we getting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually that
Yeah.
significant other that see all of them different characters.
Yeah, and that's man, that's good that you said that because I've even experienced that, myself transparently, in my dating experiences, over the last couple of years, it's just not all the time, but I know the difference of what it's like when I'm dealing with a woman who's, presenting me a version of herself that's not real versus being able to deal with another woman to where you could tell that's like genuinely who you
Authentic,
are.
yeah.
But also too, to the point you said, certain people
Bring
activate
certain,
a certain character
yep.
in you to where it's like, and humbly and transparently, I've kind of experienced that, in the past to where it's like women may see me as this thing, being up here, so they think they gotta
They gotta
present
present, yeah,
a higher false
character.
version of themselves. But I can peep that. I'm like,
And then you see them out, and they be,
yeah, like
yeah.
doing a real. Then I'm like, damn, that's a
Which
different
one is the
version.
real you?
Yeah, yep. So, but then I had to learn. It's
And
kind of like,
confusion is what?
hey, shoot, one of the greatest tools of the enemy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
So
that's
thank you
the
for letting me know what side you plan on, boo.
yeah. So that's what I had to
And
learn that.
honestly, I real life think that a lot of young ladies growing into women,
Yeah,
because a lot of people think, oh, I'm grown, so now I'm a
yeah,
woman. And for me, one woman and man is not physical attributes. It's not your age. It's not
right.
any of that. It's not a
Internal.
money. It's internal. It's your character.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Yeah,
So for me, a lot of women think, a lot of young ladies, because they're not women, because I'm not even yet a woman. But I
that's
feel
deep. Look,
like,
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
huh?
That's good. That's deep.
I just
That's a
feel
whole
like,
thing within itself.
I think that a lot of young ladies growing into women, we believe that hyper independence is being a woman. A
I see what
woman
you
knows
mean.
when she needs
Okay,
help.
I
A
see where you
woman
going.
knows how to use her resources. So
I see
this
where you
this
going.
is what my therapist taught me today. I'm gonna drop this on y'all
All
real
right, let's go
quick.
ahead. Let's
He
get into it.
said, I said, he said, so what's the problem? I said, I think the problem with me is that, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I be in there, I be telling him, I be talking him, I be talking him through me. He always tell me like, I appreciate that you so self-aware, but you're so self-aware that you missing things on the way. Right? And I'm like, okay, I don't know who you think you is, since you got your degree and everything, since you know
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
But I said to him, I said, I want to be everything. My problem is I want to be perfect. Ever since I was little, I felt like perfection equal all the love in the world. Endless love, endless respect, endless support, endless compassion, endless, like, I'm just going to always have people around me that love me.
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
So I started then in turn unrealistically expecting everybody to be perfect to me. So I would get mad at people for not being who they're not, which is, that's unrealistic.
Yeah.
So he was like, like a game of foosball. When he was explaining it, I didn't understand. I don't understand foosball at all.
Yeah,
But when he
analogy.
explained the concept of everybody being in a position, it clicked to me. So I then referenced, I didn't understand basketball. My kid's dad, he played basketball. I
Right.
wasn't not going to them games to see if he can win.
Right.
I was just going to see him run up and down the court.
Right.
And make a point.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
understand no other part of the game.
Right.
Translating that into life, you realize that life is a game.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody has a position.
A role, yeah.
Your role.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
play your role.
Yeah.
And what's out of your position, sometimes you're gonna step out of, you're gonna step out of your spot. Sometimes you're gonna go make a layup, even though
Right.
you do an assist or whatever it's
Right,
called. You
right,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, however,
Yeah.
whatever your position is, you may have to step out, but it has to be intentional.
Yeah.
And it has to make sense, right?
Yup, yup.
So for me, it was like, when you know your position, it don't matter where you are, your position remains your position.
Yeah.
And once you realize that,
And you won't embrace that.
you embrace that, you tap into that,
yeah.
possibilities are endless.
Yep. And
like,
that's when you become a superstar in
that's
your
when you-
role.
exactly.
And that's the most powerful. I appreciate you sharing that too and breaking that down, because a lot of people need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, when you kind of find that, and that's what you need. You need people to be able to help you look at yourself.
Yep.
Like you said, that's why therapy is so important too. A lot of people, man, they sleep on that, especially in our community. You know what I'm saying? I keep reiterating that because it's such a real thing too, to where they think it's, I ain't finna have no people in my business. And as we know, generations before us, our parents, grandparents, and
Yep.
all that, they
They was
lived in
the
that
same way.
mindset.
Yep.
And transparently,
But
if we
then
look
they'll
back
sit on
at
the
it,
phone and talk to Susie that can't help them do
yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah, or gossip and be stuck in
Yeah.
these
And be stuck in the
cycles.
cycle. Yep.
So it's like, and we've seen it to where a lot of, even for me personally, I've seen, my grandparents and, certain family members. I'm like, y'all live in trauma, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like, and you live in
Poor
dysfunction,
mindset.
and it becomes
Chaos.
normal,
Yep.
and a lot of people be like, hey, that's just my people,
Yep.
but it's like, that's not healthy, you
It's
know what I'm
not.
saying? To where, we got to be real mindful of that stuff to grow ourselves out of these things. And that's why I'm so big on, like I told you, to the point of what you just said, I had to learn that my role, I always tell people, man, God revealed to me my purpose at 14 years old was to help and heal people. That was my purpose. And so I'm like, that's my role, to your
That's what I'm
point. If
doing.
we are
Yeah.
all on this big team, that's my role.
Yep.
So what I got to do is, in my life, I had to own that and embrace that. I'm like, okay, cool. At first, after a while, I was like, man, I'm good at like spiritual accountability and all of that. When I was younger, I used to be like, man, I gotta become a pastor because that's the only, I was,
That's what made
yeah,
sense to
because
you at that
especially at
point.
that time
Yeah.
back when
Yeah.
like post like 2015 or whatever, I'm like, oh no, God, I ain't trying to be no pastor. Like,
Well,
yeah.
you was super young
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Like
But no, yeah.
what?
So yeah, like at that
Yeah.
point, I'm looking at it like, what the heck, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, man, I gotta become that because at that, the times was different. Podcasts weren't
Yeah.
popular,
Yeah.
motivational speakers weren't as popular as they is. So I'm looking like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I had to learn that you really just gotta kind of just start small, you know what I'm saying? And what you do with a little says a lot about what you'll do with a lot. So it's like I had to learn, man. It's like I had to get good at doing it in my everyday life, like with people like you know what I'm saying, chopping it up in real
Yeah.
life, not doing it in front of the cameras,
Yeah.
because I had to do that, for so many years to where
Yeah.
it was like that's what'll
Putting
build
on
you
this
up
show.
to where
Yeah.
now when I'm on the stage or now when I'm in front of people on a podcast, it's natural
Yeah.
because I've been organically
You did those
practicing.
what is it? You planted those small seeds. You
Yeah, yeah,
watered
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah. Now you
Yeah,
gotta now you got your plant. The therapy point that you made.
yeah,
I think that our generation, my
Yeah.
generation, because
Yeah.
I'm a few ahead of you, but
right.
I think our generation is now breaking that cycle.
Yeah, yeah, facts.
And then too, I also want to tell people like when y'all have family members and friends and like people close associates that are going through therapy, just because they have a moment of like breaking, I feel like it's important to not like weaponize people's therapy. Like if I'm going through therapy and I have a moment, because obviously we all still humans and I'm not here to answer to anybody, but I think it needs to be said because it's an unspoken rule that people, that's the first thing people say, like when y'all have an altercation or some type of disagreement, where the first thing they say is therapy ain't working, go back to therapy. And like that whole, thing, I think that that's like the biggest slap in somebody's face. Like
Right.
for somebody to know that they have problems, that they're going through stuff, which we all are,
Right.
and to actually like take the steps to help themselves and better themselves. It's easy to help somebody else.
Yeah. No.
The hard
facts.
road is
Yeah.
literally sitting there with
Yeah.
yourself and explaining this, that, and the third, and somebody is meticulously
Yeah.
not criticizing you, but like examining you,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
character, your
Yep. In a
your
structured
flaws, your
way,
structure, the way you thinking, your
Yeah.
traumas, like things that you went through. Like
Yeah,
that's
fact.
the first step is like understanding that you have a problem. But the second is not getting help. It's getting over that embarrassment, because you're
Right.
embarrassed about.
Right.
I was embarrassed about a lot of things that I went through, as if it was
Yeah.
my fault. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah. No.
When you
facts.
have a fractured mindset or a fractured way that you came up, it's hard to unlearn that stuff. So that's embarrassing, especially when you gotta still sit around these people that's still fractured
You go live in that, you know what I'm saying?
and try to thrive.
Yeah.
So you gotta take that step away and say, okay, this environment is not conducive to me. I'm gonna sit over here. I'm gonna go visit there with with my armor that I learned,
Right.
in therapy with the Lord, all those things, and I'm gonna try to come back over here, and then, maybe I can't go over there yet.
Yeah.
Maybe I gotta stay from over there.
Right.
It's like an alcoholic. You can't
Yeah.
be in AA and going to the bar.
No, that's good.
You gonna want to drink.
Yeah, no, facts. I appreciate you sharing that again because that stuff is super important to be able to like I just keep saying that same word of like humility is like I could tell that you really got that, especially because like we said, this is kind of like a catch up /
Yeah.
podcast,
Yeah.
but it's like at the same time, I'm seeing now this new version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? To where
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
love it.
yeah, I
It's
could tell you've been
definitely
doing a lot of
refreshing.
healing. Like I could
I'm
tell, yeah.
now listen.
And of course, you know, go ahead.
You know I'm always keep it a bean with you.
Oh
It be
man.
some people I would just be like, and they'll be talking and I'll just be quiet.
Hmm.
My responses used to be so impulsive.
Mm.
Now I'm sitting and I'm analyzing. Like
Yeah, I see.
I'm
Yeah, I remember
you
you
know what
did
I
used to do
mean?
that. I seen that. I seen
Yeah,
that version
like
of you
I'm
too.
trying to now.
Be more
I'm
in yeah in tune
in
and
tune
yeah
and present in the
intentional. Yeah,
moment.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like okay, now what you need from me?
Right,
What
right.
can
Yeah,
I do to
yeah,
help that? Or are you
yeah.
just venting?
Right, right.
Because
Yeah.
now I'm no longer I'm now in the negative with myself.
Right, right.
So I'm trying to rebuild myself back up. So I
Yeah.
can't keep just laying everything down over there for y'all.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't. You know
crazy.
what I mean? Like
Yeah,
for real,
yeah,
for real. How much am
yeah.
I supposed to give?
Nah, yeah, cause yeah, that's important too, cause you'll find yourself, you know, dealing with the wrong people in the wrong circles and stuff like that. And I think that's another thing too of like, you know, as you kind of do that self work, like you said, yo, yeah, the way you see the world will change too. You know what I'm saying? You'll
Yeah.
start to look at the world and be like how you might have said, whether it be, you know, let's just say on a romantic side, man, I used to be in used to be into these type of people,
Yep.
but then once you grow and elevate in yourself, you be like, although that was what I wanted, that ain't even what I needed. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? And even just real quick,
Oh,
cause
wait. That is crazy because Keith, I'm not even trying to be funny, but that was literally like one of, like, that was literally a talk that I had with some, like, yeah. He
yeah,
gave me so much of what I needed that I
yeah,
felt like he wasn't for me because it wasn't what I wanted. It didn't
right,
feel
right,
good.
yeah,
But, hey, I
yeah,
was used to having my way.
yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
wasn't used to the other side. I was
Yeah.
used to they gonna whatever I ask for, they're gonna give it to me.
Yeah, yeah, and that'd be another thing too, towards you. You know, hey, I appreciate you spitting that game right now because that's another thing I had to learn too about like you know the reality of female nature is a mother lover. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, you know, I ain't never been one of them people that be you know women bash. You know, I'm the complete
Yeah,
opposite of that. But
yeah, definitely not.
once you get to learn it, you know, like you just said, from a
The real is
non-biased
real.
perspective, from despite how I think and you know my respect, when I get to learn it, it's like dang, it's like the y'all programming can be it's completely different to where it's like you know like you said, especially because of how society and the world is set up. Y'all used to getting y'all way more often than men because we got to work
Y'all
for it.
gotta
We got to
work
go
for it.
get it. Y'all
Work
used to
like you
just
want
being,
it.
y'all
Yep.
used to all the options coming to you. We
Yep.
got to go get the
Yep.
options and stuff like
That's
that.
facts.
You know, unless you one of them ones that when you got them coming at you, it's
Yeah.
like a balance. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like for y'all, now y'all don't even realize you're like, oh, I'm finna use this to my advantage. I'm finna do this. I'm gonna do it. So
Oh
y'all
no,
start
and that's the
using y'all powers in different ways.
no, and see that's I want you to never think that
Not
not
all
to
of them though. You
no
know.
not to, no
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna say 94% of women ain't
yeah.
before we know it, and no we know it before we do it.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
It ain't no it's very slim. I'm gonna go
Yeah, they
on the
gonna say
women
you too
say
loud right now.
98%. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on a 98%, but that's why I made it clear I'm not a girl's girl.
Right,
I'm
right.
gonna keep it real because at the end
Okay.
of the day what it boils down to is that the truth is always gonna be the truth.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's gonna be
Facts.
nothing but that. You ain't gonna have to dress it up. You ain't gonna have to do none of that. So it's the people that's ready to hear the truth. They gonna take it and they gonna do what they will with it.
Right,
And that's
right.
all I got for you.
Right, right.
But to be completely honest, we know when we see, oh, he's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's sweet. I done had men pay my rent that have never even seen the inside of my house.
Right, right.
That literally they ain't never got a kiss from me.
Right, right. Yeah, I remember you told me that. Yeah, you did say.
Marquise,
Yeah, you did tell me that.
women know, we
Oh.
know what we're doing. A man leave with money, you gotta show me the money because Keith, that's just
You
like a
gotta
woman
show me the money is crazy.
when you go meet with Susie that's been showing her booty on the internet. Every time she get on the internet, you see her, she turn around.
Right, right.
I want to know what that's hidden for.
Right,
So when a
right.
man leave with money, cause y'all not gonna come naked or with y'all drawers tight, none of that.
Yeah.
It's none of that.
Yeah, we leave with the more
Y'all leave
what
with
we
the
can
money.
provide. Yeah.
Y'all leave with providing.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. What can you do for? Yeah.
So show me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Show me.
Sick.
Show me.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, if we want to be real and really
deep.
put it on the flow, like it really got to take it's some conversations that they open up your eyes, but it'll also it'll alleviate a lot of the extra stuff. Like you would know, like nope,
Yeah.
because we keep going with potential. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
That's
Either you
crazy.
can or you can't.
Right, right. And like you said, once you know, and I appreciate you speaking on that because that's real, and that's something I'm learning. I'm always learning about how women think and stuff like that too throughout
A
my
lot of women,
experience.
just like you're a rare man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a rare female. Like I
Right,
am.
right.
Like
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of women be like, and I don't care because this is my life. This is this is my morals, my values, my integrity,
Right.
what bothers me, what my triggers are, my traumas, experiences, all those things. A lot of women are like, the bar is in hell because y'all are accepting men cheating on you. And it's for me, the only thing I would never take a man back for is two things. You cannot put your hands on me,
Oh yeah, that's
and you cannot ever make another woman feel like I'm
they got your position.
they got my position.
Right, right, yeah. Okay.
I know my position. I know it. I play it well, right?
Right, right.
But on no day should there be a question in anybody else's mind
Right, right.
of who I am
Yeah, and
in
to him.
your
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
your life. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
what role I play in the game in your life. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So for me, yeah, I'm not saying that, oh yeah, men, come be with me because I'll let you cheat on me.
Yeah,
no, I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
saying
yeah,
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But right now, where I'm at in my life at 33
Oh, you
years
saying
old,
those two things
them
are
is the two things
over
that
cheating?
over cheating.
That's crazy.
Over
But
cheating.
I get it, yeah, because that's a different level of maturity.
That's a different, because at the end of the day, a man can go and cheat
Right.
and it'd be strictly physical.
Yeah.
Us, when we cheat, we love him already.
Yeah,
By the time
yeah.
you find out, that's already my man. We
That's
already
sick.
planning the move. We already got kids. Like the kids is involved. Like all of that. We already got all of that. So it's always gonna hit y'all worse.
Damn.
Cause the way we coming is different. Y'all logic from both heads.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just we from the heart.
Damn. Cause when a woman's fed up,
Man, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Ain't nothing you can do. That's crazy. Because and I have learned that too. They say when women, y'all leave, mentally, y'all check out mentally before y'all do physically.
Yeah, because
mentally
it gotta
and emotionally.
make sense.
Mentally and emotionally, y'all be gone before y'all leave physically.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all already internally moved on.
I'm gonna say for me, it's
Versus us, it's reverse. We'll physically move on quicker than we would internally.
and y'all still hold that inside of y'all. Yeah.
Even though we might physically be somewhere else or be doing that,
We
we
still
are, you know
thinking
how it
about
is.
you.
They be
Yeah.
like, man, even if a nigga who a player or whatever, he be like, no, I still know who my main one is.
Yeah.
Because my body is
That's
moving
true.
around to where, and women, to your point, that's why I can understand what that number two thing you just said. That main one will stay around because she I'm the main one.
Yeah, I'm priority.
Versus like, I'm gonna let him do his thing. But so it sounds crazy, but that's
But
real.
that's real. And I'm telling
crazy.
you,
It's crazy how it works.
I'm telling you, like a lot of women gonna see. I'm telling you,
crazy.
However many women watch this, they.
That's crazy.
And I could be biased because I got 6 brothers.
Right.
Could
So
be.
you know the game differently.
I know the game different from both sides because
Yeah.
I'm a woman.
Right.
And then I got 6 brothers that do it 6 different ways, but at the end of it, it's kind of.
Yeah, ultimately the same.
They're
operation.
ultimately running the same. They coming to the same end point. However
yeah.
y'all get there, cool. But I realize that a lot of women, they say that I'm not putting up with cheating. I know people that
That's more
been married
common than.
But you will let them go upside your head 50 times.
Sick, man. That's sick, dog.
I don't know.
I'm blown away.
And I could be wrong. I don't know. But for me,
that's real though. Cause like
for me, baby, don't put your hands on me. Don't whip me. Don't knock my head between the washer and dryer. And shout out to all the women that got out of those situations. I'm praying for all the women that are still mentally bound, emotionally bound to those situations. And rest in peace to all the women that have died at the hands of their lover, whatever, or somebody that they thought they loved them. But honestly, for me, that's something I personally.
Yeah, that's good though. I didn't even think about it. I never hear that as number one. You always hear cheating as number one.
And it's not that.
But
for
you
me.
never. That's a more mature way of thinking.
Because cheating, I can get over that. Every time I feel like to put your hands on me is a psychological
Yeah,
You think I'm your property.
yeah, and that's one of the highest levels of
That's the
disrespect.
highest level of, and that's the highest level of abuse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because it's a double abuse. It's mental, then they put their hands on you. So they trick you to making you think all these things, and then they put their hands on you to keep you in that cycle.
Right. Damn, dog. Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
it's like, I don't know. For
and
me,
that's
it's
another
just, I
thing
don't
too.
know.
Yeah, like you spitting right now because you know what I'm saying we doing good on time at 7:30. But it's like the reason why that's real because yet again I'm just as you saying this now I'm reflecting on
processing it,
just
yeah.
like you know past experiences with different women and like certain different things because that's another reason why I just thank God for my life too and my relationship with women, you know, humbly, you know what I'm saying? Because I've had a lot of female friends who give me the real of it on the reverse side. So a lot of times that's how I get smarter is because I'm hearing what not to do.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Or I'm learning on why the reverse weird stuff is.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, I'm like, cause to us it don't make sense because we're logical.
Because y'all logic.
Y'all going
y'all
off
not
of how
thinking,
it feels.
yeah, we going off of how it
So
feels.
I'm like,
But,
that makes sense.
Too much
like,
of anything is bad. We know that.
Yeah.
Everything must be done in moderation.
Yeah, and that's why to the point of what you just said, like I'm reflecting on a couple situations to where it was like I'm looking at it like when she didn't told me about her past, she stuck around dealing with dude and it was toxic, and I'm like, so you stayed in that longer, but then with me being a legit dude, I ain't got
You
no
wanna know
chance in
why?
the world type stuff. It's like you got me on a short, like it's crazy. It's
But that's
ridiculous.
just like what we just said about the generations before us.
yeah,
Calamity, chaos,
yeah,
dysfunction, all of that is we know how to thrive in that.
Yeah,
That's like when people move out of town. How many people move from Milwaukee and come back?
yeah,
They move out of town, they in Milwaukee every week.
right.
Why are you here so much?
Right,
It's
right.
easier to thrive
Yeah.
in the dissonance that you came up in.
All right, that's good. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's some stuff is just universal.
Yeah,
Most stuff is universal. It applies in many different scenarios. So for me, it's just like at the end of the day, like that's why it's so important to go back to self, because once you go back to self, you realize, okay, this is what I experience. This is what I move. You know, this is what I do to move forward. X, Y, and Z. So
Damn. Yeah.
truthfully, all of it is really just like trial and error.
Yeah. No, that was real.
And I'm not trying to humble you, because I think that's another thing too, that some men,
Yeah.
and I used to feel like this. I used to feel like both of these went together. I felt like when men came, like how he came, I sabotaged it so bad that I used to try to make the things that he was doing like he was. You know how girls be like, I hate when men try to humble you, like why they don't want you going to the club and why they don't want you. And it's like, why are y'all mad that men have? Me too. I'm saying this to myself too.
Right.
Why am I mad that this man don't want me out amongst all these different these different people
having your best interest?
And it does nothing for me.
Right.
Like he always used to ask me that, like, what do you get out of that? And I'm like, I don't gotta get nothing out of it. Why you don't?
yeah. That's crazy.
And when he would ask me, I would say it like, I don't gotta get nothing out of it because I'm grown, because I pay my own bills and all of that jargon. And it's like, do you want a husband or do you want to be a city girl for the rest of your life?
Right. Yeah, no.
So I had to sit back and like,
I had to reflect, you know.
I had to reflect, but then I also had to realize that you were to teach me something.
Yeah, you got to receive that too.
You were to teach me something, right? That don't mean we got to be together. Because you might get tired of me, I might get tired of you.
Yeah.
Because how you doing it may not make me feel good.
Yeah.
But it may help me in the long run. However,
Yeah.
you could get tired of, like you said, I ain't finna do all of that.
Yeah.
You could get tired of trying to really raise me.
Yeah, facts.
That's what it come off as.
And that was the thing too. So it's like, yeah, you going crazy. Yeah, like this is you cold. You know what I'm saying? That's why. And so now I got to get back on your heels. That's why I say we like spirited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because so how when I was trying to give you your flowers, but you rejecting it, it's like that's the reason why I say that, because you able to give me the same thing I'm able to give you. You know what I'm saying? From giving me them good downloads, and it's like, damn, that's good to where
You think so?
Yeah. No, yeah, facts. That's why I keep telling you that, because to the point of, so think about, this is like some double, triple entendre type stuff. The statement you just made, I'm doing that for you right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to teach you and pour into you.
And I'm not alone.
And you be like, nah, but you really, it's like, all right, I'm
Okay,
telling you that for a reason.
That.
You know what I'm saying?
I can receive that.
It's funny how that works in that way too, to where it's like, because I'm spiritually aware enough to see that within you, technically we on the same level. But I see what you saying. You more so saying from like a, you know what I'm saying? Because it is levels to it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And like
But I
kind
get
of
what you're saying.
yeah, like
The way you
class
just
is like you got class and then you
yeah
got level type
yeah.
stuff. I
I
feel like
think
we
the way you
really. That's
explain
why
it
when
is
I say we
good.
on the same level because it's like here and because like I said, I've seen it with women younger. You know, I mean, you would think that that's common sense, but you know, I didn't see with women younger to us like, man, you got all these other qualities that you might not have, but on the inside, me and you on the same level,
Yeah.
and it's like she got all this money or the good looks and the
And
same thing and all of that,
you
but it
know
don't
what's
equate
crazy?
to the internal maturity.
Because a lot of people are chasing
Yeah, yeah,
again what it looks like.
right, right, right.
Money is only good what money is good for.
Yeah, right, right,
If you dying on the hospital table
right, right,
because a surgeon hit the wrong vein in your chest,
right.
money is not gonna change the fact that you just bled
Yeah,
out.
money and
You can't
status.
go to the front desk and say, "Here go 40K right now. Here
Yeah,
go 2 million. Can you please go fix that?"
yeah,
If it's dead, it's dead. If it's
yeah,
gone, it's
yeah.
gone. It's over.
Right,
It's over. Money can only help what money can help.
right, right.
So for me, I always was kind of like I missed the whole like middle school, high school, like super cute, like all of that. Like I was
Yeah,
a, a nerd essentially.
yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, yeah. That's
Like I
crazy.
used to read, I used to collect school supplies.
On what? That's crazy.
I
Yeah, that's
wanted to
different.
know everything in the world.
And so yeah, and that's another reason why I'm processing like how different you is
Mm-hmm.
too, because it's like to the point of what you just said on the outside looking in, people to look at you and be like,
Oh, I hear that so much.
yeah, you know
I
what I'm
can
saying?
I ain't gonna say I hate it, but I
You'll assume that, you know.
a lot and I do have I'm multifaceted. I
Yeah,
think
it's
that's the
like yeah,
word.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can I
A
like you
well
can sit
rounded,
me
yeah.
yeah, well rounded. You can sit me with so many different people
Yeah,
and you'll be
facts.
like, dang, Damo, you was down there with the drug dealers. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
made a couple G's. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Looking
but
yeah.
honestly, like for real, deep inside of me is like I think that I have a lot of characters inside of me.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm figuring out my character.
Yeah, like your real true
The true
form. Yeah.
my core.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good.
So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can be different characters.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could be Big Domo. I could be
Right,
Domo.
right.
I could be
Yeah,
Dominique.
yeah.
I could be Miss Moore. I could be the
Right.
girl's mama. You know, I could be all these different things. But
Right,
it's like
right.
at my core, it's really like this. Like
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I love the conversations that
Yeah, yeah.
that's elevating. But now I love them even more because I'm open to receive them. My heart was so hard that I wasn't open to receive it.
And that's great. And I wouldn't have even known that when we throughout the time on when we first met, because
Cause
it's
you
essential.
are spirit. Because I'm back to it. Cause
Yeah.
you're spiritually mature.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why
So I'm
you
able to
see
pull
through.
out that version.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see
You
what
know how to. It's beyond like emotional intelligence or logic. It's beyond that.
Right,
It's an
right.
energy that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
possess. It's a spiritual. It's a gift that you
Yeah.
have that you
Yeah,
like
that's good.
you without even knowing. You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. Just naturally, yeah, just kind of pulling that out of
it's
you and kind of
pulling.
yeah,
It's pulling.
activating
It's
that too. Yeah,
activating
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
That
Yep.
makes
Yep.
sense. And so I guess that's why I probably when I'm hearing this stuff in reverse, it's like a shock to me because it's like every time we connect, I'm seeing the true form of you. But of course, you know, we don't connect enough to me to
No.
see all the in between stuff, and you know what I'm saying, the raw, unedited, you know what I'm saying,
No.
type stuff. Well,
No.
this is that too,
I'm
you
gonna
know.
say, don't get it twisted. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
unedited too, but I
Yeah,
think
but I
that
guess it's just
I'm.
like the, you know, I guess the insecurities or the healing, you know,
That's what it
the
is.
discovery
The
part. I don't get
discovery,
to see
the
that.
core.
I guess I kind of see like the end result in a way
You
type
see the
stuff.
end result, but you also, I think you saw pieces of it too.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you saw pieces of it, but like you said, we're not around each other enough. And then like when we download, and it's like it's going real fast. We
Yeah,
just
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
we going over the big parts. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's crazy.
So
Yeah, no,
for
that's
real,
called,
I think that you like you say to me like
yeah,
my power, you don't know your power
right, right,
in the spiritual realm because
right, right.
honestly, like for real, like it's not a lot of men that I even and even these past few years, me and my brothers haven't even really been locked in.
Oh yeah, because it's a
So
certain level. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So now I'm like I was anti nigga. I wasn't even calling y'all men.
Yeah,
I was
yeah, yeah.
anti nigga.
Right,
And
right.
I know you probably don't want me saying that, but
No, no, I don't
I
be
was
tripping.
anti y'all.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
That's
a
crazy.
man don't like makeup, I'm finna look like a clown.
I'm finna look like a clown is crazy.
I don't really care what y'all like or don't
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
I do this for me.
Finna look like a
When
clown.
for real, I really do it because I want a husband.
Right, right.
But it was like the what it looked like.
Mm.
And a lot of
That's
people
deep.
respect me to listen to what I have to say and like all
Yeah.
those things. But at the same time, I didn't even respect me. The moves
Right.
that I was making, the stuff that I was doing, baby, you would be like, Domo, sit down,
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a seat.
No, facts.
But in real life,
That's
like
great.
that's just what it is. It's like it gotta keep progressing. Like,
Yeah.
and that even if it's
Right.
a little bit is better than none, and a
Yeah.
little bit is better than going backwards. So
Right. Yeah, no,
like
that was
I'm gonna
good.
always give myself them tens every
Yeah.
time when I'm deserving of them. I'm gonna give them to myself.
Mm. Yeah, I like that, man. No, that was great, man. And as y'all can see, like we said, the chemistry is on a different level. You know what I'm saying? To where the frequency, we on a different one. But also too is just a blessing of like, as I always like to talk about, man. This is a reflection of what it looked like when you spiritually in tune
Mm-hmm.
and you a believer in God and you allow God to, elevate you in a different way. It's just a different perspective, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I'm glad people get to see this, see how we was able to go back and forth, see the kind of conversations we was able to have, because it's a different format of like, you don't always got to, people get intimidated, like we said, of, oh, if I ain't saying all these scriptures, if I ain't doing all this church stuff, because that's still a part of it.
Yeah.
But when you do the real work, your version of it will come out. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? To
Yep.
where,
How it affects
yeah,
you,
to
how it
where,
your
and
perspective,
yeah,
your
yep. And like I
experience of
said,
it.
with
I
ultimately,
love
that's
that.
that's always my motivation to the people out there, man, is to really spend time. When you really spend that time getting in tune with yourself, you really gonna unlock the real you. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man. So as we close it out, man, because I know we still gonna be talking after this, but well, finally, the thing I always like to ask every guest, man, is, because this is, my podcast is called the Most Valuable Podcast. I always like to ask everybody, who or what is the most valuable part of your life? What's the most valuable part? Who or what is the MVP of your life right now at this point?
My future self.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Cause
Sheesh.
I know she gonna be that like
Mm,
I know she gonna be everything that I probably could never ever like put it in words,
mm,
but the work that I know that like looking back a year, looking back 2 years, looking back 3 years, like I know that a lot of people don't even have the strength or the mind to really get on that with themselves. Like
yeah,
I die by my respect. I'll live for mine. Like I'll fix what's wrong with me
yeah,
or make the appropriate repositions or reposition people that's in my life, reevaluate all those things. Like I'll do all of that for me. It don't
mm.
have to be a death. I mean, I'm dying constantly.
Yeah, because they
I'm
say you have
dying
to die
constantly.
daily. Yep.
Yep, I'm dying constantly. It's a repetitive cycle, and it's not daily for me at this point.
Yeah.
It's frequent, but it's
Yeah.
not daily.
Yeah, because you still ain't got through. Yeah,
I
yeah.
still ain't. I still got some work to do. So
Right.
that's why at the top of the podcast, when you ask what my out of 10, I'm a 7 because
Right.
I can see it.
Yeah, I still got some work to
I
do.
can
Yeah.
see I can see the potential, but I'm not banking on the potential. I'm banking
Right.
on the work.
Right.
So for me, it's Dominique. Like it's
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
me at 40 and
Right.
I'm thriving, not in
Yeah.
the way that Benz or Bentley or flying on a private jet.
Yeah.
All of those things are nice, but I
Yeah.
mean like doing the actual work. Like seeing my children thrive because of the help that I got for myself
Yeah.
to help them in the long run.
Yeah.
So it's really like the girl, a couple
Yeah.
years up.
Yeah, I like that.
So
Hey, and
yeah.
it's gonna be good. This gonna serve as a good time capsule. Be able to look back on that and be able to reflect and be able to see that
Yes.
to where it's like, man, I remember when we was chopping it up and I was at this level. Now I'm her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's cold, man.
In purpose too. So
Yep. Come on now. Yep. And we
yeah,
gonna be
in
activated
purpose.
on that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I've been trying to, I've been holding her accountable behind the scenes, but she be going through her thing, so I give her grace.
Mm-hmm.
Because she be selling out sometimes. But hey, she's grown. She's growing up. In front of my face. And
Yes, Papa.
yeah. So we gonna keep locking in, man. But yeah, I appreciate you, man, for pulling up to the
Always.
MVP, you know what I'm saying? And just tell everybody, man, what was your personal experience, you know what I'm saying, being a part of this podcast today.
10 out of 10
Okay,
always.
okay, I
10 out
appreciate
of
that.
10. Like it ain't many words to say.
Right.
I mean, I already knew what I was walking into.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
who I'm dealing with.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Right.
always it's consistently
High level.
it's consistently high level, but
Yeah.
not just high level. It's high level, um, like what's the word?
Substance. Okay,
Substance.
yeah.
That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
not just that, it's
Surface level,
consistently
yeah.
that. It's not surface. It's not for the camera. It's on the scene, off the scene,
Mm-hmm.
on the phone, seeing him out in public when he doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
It be quick. Sometimes it be quick and hey, you need to lock in and he back locking in or whatever it is that he got going
Mm-hmm.
on. So it's a consistent reminder that stay on your grind. Like
Mm-hmm.
you are that reminder. So I
Right.
mean, young and all, like get out of him. He need to get married soon so I can be in the wedding.
Yeah, no, facts. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that, man. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you pulling up and yeah, man, I just hope that y'all got, something great from this episode cuz this is going to be one of many. Y'all definitely going to see this duo. This is a crazy duo right here, you know what I'm
Man,
saying? Like we going to have
y'all
to
don't even
we
know.
going to have hours and hours worth of content towards like that's why I had to cut it off cuz we was just going to keep going and just we don't
And
really
y'all,
got
we can't give y'all all the game.
yeah, yeah.
Y'all gotta go figure out some of it.
Yeah,
Okay, we
no,
had
fact.
to.
Yeah, because some of the game is exclusive, you know what I'm saying? We might even have to do some Patreon bonus content or something, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Some of it might have to get exclusively, but yeah, man, so I just appreciate y'all again, man, for tapping in and just keep, doing self-discovery, man, and really getting in tune with yourself and God will provide and, do the rest, man. And my name is Marquise Voss and it's just like that. God did.
Domo signing out.
Come on, man. Hey, that was the one right there.